What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dirtnation Off-Road. So today what we're doing is putting on some brand new upper control arms on our Toyota Tacoma. Now, before the comments start blowing up, yes, we did just rebuild our Dirt King upper control arms, which we've had for a couple years, and we'll talk about those in a little bit. I did just rebuild those, but I opted to get something that's gonna, I think, be a better fit for the Tacoma. So the ones that I picked up are from Solomotorsports. Now, if you guys remember Paul with the silver FJ, full locked, thing's a beast on 35s. Now it's on 37s, by the way. He's full built with Solomotorsports stuff, and I really like how his setup is, and I really like how strong his setup is, and that's kind of the key point of getting these. I'm gonna start converting this truck to be more durable, more stronger in the front end, because with that IFS, I'm expecting things to break, especially having full lockers and sending all over the place. I want to make sure that doesn't happen anymore, or at least I can prevent it as much as possible. So we're going to be beefing up this front end throughout the next year or two, getting this thing ready for anything that we're going to do. And we're going to start with a set of their mid-travel control arms. Now, the benefit of these is they are rebuildable, which just like the Dirt King ones, which is, you know, no brainer. You want to get ones that are serviceable, that you can rebuild and you can continue using for a long time. But the other thing about these is they are a uniball, which is different from a ball joint. Now, uniball has a little bit more durability as well as more articulation for people like me that flex a lot, have no sway bar. So these have a little bit more articulation to where it's less likely to break on the trail, especially under that kind of load, which is why I really like these. We're gonna get started with assembling these, putting them together. We'll show you guys that. It's pretty easy. You just need some anti-seize and pretty much a mallet. Where's my mallet? Here's my mallet. Thor's hammer. Just need those two to start putting it together, but I'll show you some of the hardware. There's our bag of hardware right here. So we have the bushings, we have the little rods that go in between, we have the big washers, and then we have the pieces that go part of the uniball set. So we're gonna get started on assembling these, and then we'll do the installation itself. You guys have seen control arm installations 100 times, but it's all good to go. Let's get it. Okay, let's get one of the arms out of the way. We're gonna look at hardware. Sticker, always good. These are the little like steel bushing thingamabobbers. They go in between your bushings on your control arms. Then we got 8 of these bushings. Now, I believe these are pretty much the same as the ones that we got from Dirt King. So once we're ready to rebuild these again, we can use probably the same ones. Plus they'll be red, which isn't bad. Or if Solomotorsports sells their black ones, then we can use those too. But those are always nice. And then here is, these are pretty cool. Now this right here, this is the hardware that goes through our uniball, which is pretty interesting. Very nice stuff. Starting with our first arm, anti-seize is our best friend. We're gonna need 4 of these, 1 for the uniball, and then 2 of these. So we're gonna start off by putting anti-seize on the inside of the arms right here for those bushings. We're gonna be pretty generous with this stuff. Get it all in there so it's nice and lubricated. Now, Paul did this fancy way of putting the bushing in. I'm not going to do it because, actually I might. We'll see. I mean, you can see they press right in. That's no big deal. So that's one side. We'll press in the other side. Actually, you don't need a mallet when you have strong hands. We're going to put anti-seize on the inside here. Now, when I say anti-seize everything. So that's one side assembled. Just gonna take our rag, wipe away the extra grease, because there's plenty of grease on the inside. And then same thing for this one. Those press in just fine. Then next, take the top of our uniball and unbolt this. We're not gonna lose the bolt. That's important. So we'll set that down for a second. And then take a guess. Take a wild guess. We're going to anti-seize the inside of the uniball right there. Make sure everything's lubricated. So top part is with the ridges right here. We're going to put it back together exactly how I took it apart. So see, that top piece slides right in. And then you have your, put the other one in on the bottom. slides right in. And then we have our cross shaft bolt thingamabobber, which will go on the bottom. Plus that has a washer right there. And then this bottom one should have a washer as well as a nut. So interesting, this does not have a castle style nut or a cotter pin. Interesting. So side one is done. We got our uniball and our 2 bushings. Okay, not gonna record this second one. You guys enjoy. Let's get it. Got 1, 2 all assembled, ready to go. Now what we'll be doing is jacking the truck up, taking them off, and putting the new ones on, and then going from there. Let's get to it. So already taking it apart, really easy. 19 cross shaft bolt will come out this way, along with all your metal washers and stuff. And then right here, this is just a number 1. You stick it underneath, loosen the ball joint, and that comes right out. Then for those of us that don't have a ball joint removal tool, you can smack the spindle till it comes loose. Easy peasy. Got our new arm, put anti-seize once again all over the damn place. And then we're gonna start putting that in. Cross shaft bolt backwards, or you can go this way if you want to take stuff apart on that side. But I'm gonna start putting that in right now. Side one is on. Just haven't tightened it yet because I'm gonna go get some Loctite first, as well as take apart the other side, get that done. But looking pretty good. Very nice stuff. Side 2 about to go in. Grease, and more grease. Let's get it. Side 2 is in. Same thing, didn't tighten it yet. I have to go to the store, get some Loctite, so we'll go do that, and then we'll be right back to wrap this project up. Very nice. Finally got our Loctite, so I already threw some on the threads on the inside for this bolt, and then this is a 12-point half-inch, and then the bottom is a 19, so I'm just gonna tighten those together, and then that'll be good to go. And then once we put the tire on and let it sit, then we'll put some Loctite on this bolt and then tighten up the control arm. And the reason you don't want to tighten it right now, because you don't want to mess up the bushing. You let it sit on its own weight and then you tighten it up. Okay, side 2 is on. Just going to throw the tire back on, and then we're going to tighten our upper control arm bolt, and then we are all done. Wheels back on. Now we're going to loosen the control arm bolt again, and we're gonna put a little bit of Loctite and then tighten it up, and then we're all good to go. But all right, there she is. So they're all good to go. Uniball's looking good. Got everything tightened up and greased and everything that needs to be done. I'll show you. I definitely need an alignment because my camber's a little bit off, which anytime you're gonna install new parts, you're gonna need an alignment. So once I get that aligned, then we'll be good to go. But that's it for the video. Quick install on those Solar Motorsports arms. We'll definitely link them below so you guys can check out whatever they have. They make stuff for Toyotas and Fords. No Jeeps, no Chevys. Right, Paul? Yep, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Big sorries. But anyways, we're all done here. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe channels. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Patreon. You can also hit us up for shirts, hats, goodies, sticker packs, and all that fun stuff at dirtnationoffroad@gmail.com. We got a website coming soon, so look forward to that. But we're all done here. Thank you guys. We'll see you again next time.